The British take it with a splash of milk. Americans like it sweetened or sometimes on ice. No matter what, tea has come a long way from its traditional origins. But some in the U.S. are now returning to its tea traditional roots. Liling sets out to learn more.
Americans are developing a taste for Chinese tea, and not the kind served at dim sum restaurants. We're talking about high-end, authentic Chinese tea, the kind you drink as the main course.
This is definitely not like a dim sum style tea.
Teng Shunan runs Tea Drunk in New York City, which offers the traditional Chinese tea experience to a modern clientele. She says Tea Drunk draws both tea aficionados and the curious, including those from Manhattan's trend-setting food and beverage industry.
Most of them are in the food industry. They're either in the wine business, tobacco business, coffee business, restaurant owners, managers, chefs in training. So all those people that they're used to use their taste, their senses. Immediately, even though I don't have to explain to them too much, immediately they already come up with terms and they already kind of know that this is something special.
Special comes at a premium, but more Americans seem willing to pay top dollar. In Newcastle, Delaware, China's largest tea producer and exporter, Zhejiang Tea Group, has been getting requests from non-Chinese Americans for China's famous Dragon Well green tea and the Anji Baicha white tea that retails for $30 a bag.
Many years ago, people don't even know Anji Baicha or Dragon Well. Now they start to ask, do you have a Dragon Well, like a real Westlake Dragon Well? And I say, yes, I have. And they are willing to pay for a really high price for the real, authentic, high-end tea.
Zhejiang Tea Group has been exporting Chinese tea to the U.S. since the 1970s. 2 years ago, it opened First Tea as its first U.S. sales and distribution center to capitalize on growing demand. The U.S. market accounts for about 5% of Zhejiang Tea Group's global sales. Now, 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but in 2013, the company saw U.S. sales double from the year before. And in the month of April alone, it has already received 3 containers full of tea. Green tea accounts for the bulk of Zhejiang's tea imports.
I think mostly because of the health benefit is now getting recognized by the people here. They want to pursue a healthier lifestyle.
The U.S. Tea Association says some 85% of tea consumed in America is of the black tea variety, but it appears green, white, oolong, and pu'er teas are slowly but surely brewing a change in the American palate and the country's $10 billion wholesale tea industry. Liling, CCTV, Newcastle, Delaware.